Thank you, Corla. Minister, I'd firstly like to congratulate my own colleague Darragh O'Brien, who has been very vocal and certainly leading the campaign for this country in terms of housing. And I'm very disappointed, Minister, to hear that yourself and the Government won't be supporting this legislation, because for me, this bill is all about giving people a chance. And this is about a generation that don't see that opportunity for them. 10, 15 years ago, you could buy your own home and aspire to own your own home in your early 20s. We see young people reaching middle age where they still cannot aspire to ever owning their own home. And I think that's a really damning indictment of this Government. Minister, I suppose every TD across this chamber, it would be the most current and common rep coming into our offices about housing, whether it's first-time buyers, social housing, and you said yourself that the needs of people in rural Ireland are different to those of urban Ireland. At the end of the day, Minister, people need homes, rural or urban, and I'm sorry to tell you, Minister, in my own constituency we have hundreds of people on our social housing waiting list. On Monday, I had the pleasure of attending the launch of a Rebuilding Ireland scheme in Monaghan. I suppose that was drawn out by Monaghan County Council, and that was a scheme of 43 houses, and that is welcome, Minister. But comparing that to what the actual need is, it doesn't come anywhere close. And I go back to the point, Minister, I still see our local authority housing departments not having the tools, not having the resources to be able to deliver schemes of hundreds of houses, what is actually needed. Minister Damien English was very welcome to County Cavan, I'd say, over a year ago, and he launched Rebuilding Ireland schemes, and those schemes included Butler's Bridge, which was 8 houses. We had a scheme in Ballyhaise that was open, which I'm taking a rough guess, but it certainly wasn't anymore. I'm being generous when I say 20 houses. And recently, Minister Heather Humphreys launched a scheme in Mulla for 11 houses. They're small figures, Minister. And I know that it's not that you're adverse, but it really does come across as there is not a handle on this problem. It is the most important issue for this country going forward, and really and truly, I'm not sure a minister actually needs to come to any constituency to cut a ribbon on a housing scheme of 8 houses or 11 houses or 20 houses, when in actual fact we need hundreds of them.